Don't ever, 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 ever say, I'm not a turner, okay? Anybody can be a turner, and that's where I think there's obviously like the people that are weirdly flexible that like, I'm probably never gonna be able to pull my leg behind my head or do a needle because my bone structure doesn't allow it, but anybody can become a great turner. It just takes effort. So put in the work and you will have results, I promise. It's slow, but you will have results from it. My most common things I see at turn analysis with both pirouettes and Alice-a-Cones, the number one thing that I see that we have not talked about at all is your supporting leg not being straight. Literally, I probably say it, ask Nick. He was at the last camp. Did I not say it to every single person? Almost. Yep, so squeeze that supporting leg. First thing for you, supporting leg. Your supporting leg just really slightly bent. My biggest thing for you to first fix is that supporting leg. Your biggest thing, supporting leg. And then look at that supporting leg. See that slight bend? Supporting leg. Getting that supporting leg straight. But when you go from here to that passe, getting that leg all the way straight, a lot of times it's just this. Like this slight bend in the knee and not engaging that leg. Yeah, same thing with Alice-a-Cones. Plie, bent leg, plie, bent leg. And normally if your leg is bent, your releve is low, okay? So we need to get that releve all the way up and squeeze that leg and engage it. I want you to do this for me. I want you to go up into releve. And I want you to now go halfway down on your releve. Yeah, now move your upper body. Now I want you to lock it out. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your knees towards each other. Squeeze your quads. Do you feel how much more solid you are here when you're all the way up than when you're in that halvesy position? We want to get in that locked out position, yes, where we're squeezing and getting that releve all the way up. We don't want to ever let ourselves have that slight bend in our knee when we're turning. If you're a hopper, most likely you're bending your knee or your releve is low, right? And then the second most common thing I see when I'm doing both Alice-a-Cones and pirouettes, ribs. Or we get this upper body movement. That should not happen. We gotta engage here and not let any of that happen. My third thing with Alice-a-Cones that I see a lot is, well, it goes kind of with that, but the plie, leading back with our heel instead of keeping that turnout as it goes across, okay? And then my other thing with Alice-a-Cones that I see a lot of is not getting our plie to the front corner. So every time you go to plie, hit that front corner. So what I'm meaning is when we go from here, our plie needs to be here. Even though our spot is forward, I get a lot of like where we'll open and then all of a sudden we're plieing here. And then now we're fighting ourselves because now we're plieing here and now it's way farther to get back to the front, right? So get into that front corner every time with that plie. With both, when you go to take off into a pirouette or an Alice-a-Cone, you need to wipe the table off before you go to dinner, okay? I want you to really think about that because if I'm going into a pirouette, if I try to go into a pirouette and I just bring my arms in, look what it looks like. See how it looks kind of funny? If you really watch somebody that's a solid turner, there is this moment, if we were to slow-mo, where this happens. A little bit more of a plie, and open up the arm, and then in. You don't want to try to go right from here and just go, or you're never going to get around. You're going to be lopsided. So you need to use this, and then in. Same thing when we go into our Alice-a-Cones. We need this moment of our swivel, boom, to that front corner. I want you to think every time you go into releve that you're going down into releve. And what I mean by that is that your energy is sending so hard into your toes and into the floor that you're going down into your releve rather than going up. Every time we don't want to jump up into our releve, you want to push down, down, down. Do you feel that difference? Or even the thought difference of it? Push down into your releve, not up. Down, down. You're a tree. We want to plant our roots into the ground, but we want to grow tall. Okay, so we don't want to ever be like up here jumping around.